Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley. This is The Rural Companion. In today's video, I'm going to bring you along with how I have created a fun fall family-friendly menu plan, as well as bring you into my kitchen for what each meal actually looks like. So the very first thing I do before making my menu plan is come up with a theme or a plan for each day of the week. Now, when the kiddos were little, it was typically a chicken meal on the first day, leftovers on the second day, a beef meal on the third day, leftovers on the fourth day, and so forth. Now that they're older and they eat a little bit more, we need a meal idea for every night of the week. So I scoured Pinterest, the internet, and what I came up with was following those fun, kitschy ideas for, the soup Sunday or simple Saturday. Some of the other ones that I have are Mediterranean Monday, Taco Tuesday, Waffle Wednesday. Now after that, it gets a little dicey, and I'll explain that here in a moment. So after I have come up with my name ideas for each day or the theme ideas for each day, then I open a blank document on my computer and I do a brain dump of every meal that we really love under that category. So soup is a really easy one. First of all, I love soup, and we don't do this one in the summer because nobody likes soup in the summer except for me. So for soup a Sunday, we have some of our family favorite soups like potato minestrone, like a taco or chicken fajita soup, a hamburger soup, chicken or chicken noodle, like a chicken variation soup. And so this one, I will go through and dump every idea that we absolutely love under that heading. Now, this is round 2 of creating this, and the first time around we had a meatless Monday and that one didn't go over so well. So we did switch it to Mediterranean Monday. After I made my brain dump, then I go and open a second document, and I will actually take the first one from this one and put it on my weekly menu plan, then the first one from this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, so forth. And then I do that for each week for as many items as we have. Now, most of the time I plan about 5 to 6 weeks in advance. And of course, my goal is for a 3-month menu plan. So we do that twice. So 6 weeks times 2 is 12 weeks. So in just this weekly menu plan, I have 3 months worth of dinners. So a few things that our menu plan must have for our family anyway. We do minimal gluten. Of course, we do include that in some of these recipes, but it's not every single night. We do minimal sugar, which that really doesn't have a place in dinner, except for the Waffle Wednesday. And that one, we try to do alternatives like maple syrup or honey when we do need to sweeten our pancakes, waffles, French toast, and then of course we have some non-sweet items in there. And then I also try for these upper 2, I try to do sourdough as often as possible. Now for my Thursday and Friday, as you notice, they're not cutesy little words. We have Casserole Thursday, and that's because we have a very, very busy day on Thursday. The kids have music lessons as well as martial arts, and both of those are the first one's about 30 minutes away, the second one's about 40 minutes away. So we come home, we have time for a very quick put together, kind of like a dump and go dinner, and then we head back out. The other thing is we are typically taking a thermos full of food, and of course the soup leftovers would be good, but because we're in the car eating, I don't think a soup would be great. So we typically have a pasta style casserole for Thursday. Friday, we do have a Crock-Pot Friday. or sometimes I call it Fun Friday. And that's because either we're out all day doing a field trip or an adventure, which I'll link one up here and some down in the show notes below of our recent homeschool field trip Friday style adventures. So either I need something that I can put in the crock pot first thing in the morning before we head out, or it's a Fun Friday where we either gather with friends, we grill or cook out, as you'll see at the end of this video, and sometimes we will eat out on Friday as well, depending on where we are. Like when we were in Branson a few weeks ago, we did need to eat out on Friday night. And the final thing is you don't see anything listed for Saturday. That's because Saturday is super simple. I absolutely don't want to make something big or elaborate. A lot of times we have leftovers in the fridge, or we will have just a busy work day around our property, and I don't want to make an entire full gourmet meal. Sometimes we will make pizza, and yes, that is a little labor intensive. But that's something that I can kind of make in stages, so like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and then it all comes together in a couple minutes of baking. So that's typically Saturday. We do also do movie night on Saturday night as a family, so pizza's really fun, and it feels really special for the kiddos to eat in front of the TV because we don't do that throughout the week. So I said simple Saturday, and that one really is just a huge umbrella for either pizza, any variation of pizza that you can think of, calzones, or sometimes we do like pizza bites or garlic knots. And then we also do leftovers on Saturday. This first meal is chicken and veggies in the crock pot. Super simple and delicious. For Mediterranean Monday, I began by chopping up plenty of veggies from the garden along with herbs, and finally a good hearty squeeze of lemon juice that I added to some cooked and cooled quinoa that I made earlier in the day. Then I broiled the tilapia to go alongside it. For Taco Tuesday, I sliced up onions, tomatoes, peppers, and lettuce while I browned 2 pounds of ground beef. Set this out with a variety of fixings along with some cilantro herb rice to make taco bowls. These are one of our favorites and go-to recipes. Of course, I topped mine off with some sprinkled cheese and some homemade fermented salsa. For Waffle Wednesday, I made a simple whole wheat waffle recipe, cooked it in the waffle maker, and sliced up some pears to go alongside of it. Casserole Thursday was a cream cheese pasta with salmon and peas. I began by boiling a bag of gluten-free pasta and sauteing about a half of an onion along with a handful of jalapenos from the garden. I added a block of cream cheese and about a half a cup of milk. Then I added the onion and pepper mixture along with a can of salmon. While this was coming to a softened state and while I was stirring it, I then also added the yolks of 3 eggs. Fun Friday this week was really fun as the kids asked if they could do a campfire in the backyard. Earlier in the day, I added 4 sweet potatoes to the crock pot on high for about 2 hours. And then when they were ready, I brought out the platter with the sausages, sweet potatoes, and some sliced cucumbers. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the videos that I share, typically on homesteading, homemaking, and homeschooling.